Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Hello, Soapbox Nation and TGIF. Hey, I'm your host, Mad Morgan, and thank you for tuning in to episode 118 of Soapbox Daily. Hey, I've been off for the last couple of days, and I do sort of want to apologize, but not really apologize, because, I was under the weather. I was sick, and it was just one of those things. My kid got sick in December, and then my wife got sick, and then, I got sick. And nothing serious. We're not talking COVID or anything traumatic like that, but, the common cold, which sucks still in itself. And it got me thinking as I'm lying in bed for the last couple of days, no energy to do anything and coughing my lungs out, that, what? Are you keeping in track? Are you keeping in touch with your overall health? Now, our subject for today is time for a physical, mental, and emotional health checkup. It's important. All three of those elements keep you balanced. So that is our topic for today. Time for a physical, mental, and emotional health checkup. Because we all, of course, go through the usual physical, but we don't care about, so we don't, not necessarily we don't care, but we don't cover the rest of it. But before we get into that, hey, how's your integrity been this week? How's your integrity today? Are you starting the new year off right? Are you making a positive change to be the best you can be? Keep your integrity in check. Be all about integrity. So somebody can reference you as, wow, that so-and-so has amazing integrity, because that is the most honorable thing. That is the most honorable thing you can have said about you, is that you have integrity. That sums it all up. It means you're honorable, you're honest, you're the whole kit and caboodle. That's what integrity is. So, hey, it's a new year. Work on your integrity. Be the best you can be. Set the positive change. Be the change the world needs. So, with that all being said, it kind of goes hand in hand, of course, with this time of year. In where I'm at in Canada, in the northern regions, it's winter. It's snowy. I know, when is it not winter in Canada? But no, it's the winter season. And not necessarily just the winter season, because even in the southern areas of the world, where it is warm and there's no snow and everything else, it's still that time of year. It comes from the holidays and it goes into the new year, and people are reminded about a year lost and a new year started, and friends and family, etc., etc. And for some people it's good times, for some people it's not so good times. So, time moves so fast as well. And although, it's obvious that we should be careful with our physical health, eat right, exercise, everything else, because we always hear all this. We've always been told all this, that we should be eating right and watching what we eat and exercising more and drink water and blah, 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 blah. What about the other parts of it? Now, this is where I'm focusing on when it comes to the time of year, because I know some people that during this time of year, they go through what's called the winter blues. Now, some people traditionally go through February blues, which is, of course, next month, but some people go through winter blues. So during the time of year, when it comes to holiday season, comes to the new year, and the days are not as sunny in the northern hemisphere, and you got the snow and sleet and blah, blah, blah. Some people just get more depressed. But do you ever stop to take a check on that, a health check? Because your mental and emotional health is important as well as your physical. Your physical, yeah, sure, this is the car, this is the vehicle that you're traveling in. But are you maintaining the engine? Are you making sure the fluids are topped up? I mean, other than the obvious physical stuff, what about, the overall feeling of your vehicle, the operating system, if you will, which is basically your mental and emotional health? I know it's depressing, when the weather is the way it is and it's gray outside and the sun's not shining. Even if the sun's shining, you're reminded of the time of year and holidays and whether you lack family or friends or whatever. But, this is the time that you have to kind of prioritize your life. You have to kind of look at, okay, so in order for me to get to where I want to be, for the things I want in life, I have to do a few things. And I have to take care of my physical, mental, and emotional health. Okay, am I eating right? Am I taking vitamins? Am I exercising? Great. Check, that's done. Mental, okay. How's my mindset? Do I know what's right? Do I know the things that I should be doing? Do I treat others with kindness? Do I treat other people well? Are my actions and my words and everything else kind and considerate to other people? Am I being the best person I can be? And that's kind of where the emotional comes in. On top of that, what about, the mental and emotional? What about, are you presenting yourself in the best light possible, but also appreciating yourself for who you are because you are trying to be a good person. A lot of people get mad at the world. A lot of people get miserable at the world and blame everybody else and blame the rest of the world for their shortcomings in life, for where they are in their life. And it's not the rest of the world's fault. You are the individual that has control of your own destiny and control of your own life. Your actions, as I mentioned before, are like dominoes. Your actions affect other people and vice versa. So if you're being kind and considerate and compassionate and empathetic and, being a constructive part of society and the people that you interact with, then yes, that's going to come back to you in the same light as positivity and kindness and everything else. I really feel bad for these people that have this dog eat dog type mentality when it comes to the world. Unfortunately, to me, and also, of course, a professional doctor I know, they're kind of psychopaths in the fact that they think it's a dog eat dog world and I'm going to get mine before you get yours and everything else. That's not the way for us to evolve as a society and as a species. So I'm hoping those people that have that twisted way of thinking can, in this new year, find a way to learn about being compassionate and empathetic and kind and considerate to helping out everybody. Because if you help out somebody, it's going to come back to you. Your actions come back to you. That's how it works. If you put negative, negative comes back to you. So you can't necessarily blame anybody else for your own actions and what ends up coming back into your life. You get what you give, my friends. You get what you give. But also remember that, hey, you know what? Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's a better day. And you can make whatever you want of your life. And you could do it honestly, with integrity, and you could build the life that you want. I know, I've proven it to myself. I've spent time on the streets. I pulled myself off that. I built a life for myself. I know it can be done, and I've seen other people do it too. Coming out of the most difficult situations, they've managed to pull themselves out of it. I believe you can do that as well. Anybody can do that. You just have to believe that, yes, with honesty and integrity and to doing it the right way, it can be done. It's just going to take hard work and perseverance. You can't take the easy route because easy come, easy go, my friends. If you put the time in, put the grind in, whether it be school, whether it be a job, whether it be doing whatever you can to get what you want, envision it. You can get there. But also make time, keep in touch with your body, your physical health, your mental health being, of course, how are you treating others? How are you thinking about the world? Are you finding some compassion and some love in your heart to feed your emotional side as well as your mental state? And are you trying to be the best you can be, which is going to keep you balanced all the way around? That is something to keep into consideration. But do get some help. As I said before, I'm not a medical professional, but if you find that you're slipping in certain areas that you just can't happen to balance on your own, seek out help. There's help out there to deal with depression. There's help out there to deal with physical issues. There's help out there to deal with emotional issues. Seek it out. There are professionals that can help you out. Check it out. Talk to your family doctor or talk to any medical practitioner, and they should be able to point you in the right direction. Hey, you know what? 2023 is going to be a better year. Let's make it the best we can be. Let's start with ourselves, and then we could take on the challenges and we can have the life that we want. All right. I want to thank you very much for tuning in to episode 118 of Soapbox Daily today. I'm your host, Mad Morgan. Please check out our new website. It's a new year, new website. Please check it out, themadmorgan.com. Yes, themadmorgan.com. It's going to be our central hub for all our shows and all our projects. So check that out, themadmorgan.com. Other than that, hey, you know what? Always a pleasure having you here, and I will see you next episode.